very good to see you again, finally. I know it's been a super duper long time. Let me tell you, it has been such a crazy busy week. So I apologize for not uploading for a little while, but thank you so much for your patience and for your kind messages for those of you who said really sweet things. So, I'm glad to be back. And first of all, let me just tell you, I am in my friend's apartment. They were really kind to let me film here and sit at their desk and use their bedroom to film. And there's a little bit of background noise going on, you probably heard that truck. So I apologize for any background noise. Again, I'm in my friend's apartment and they do have multiple roommates, and so if there's a little bit of noise or footsteps or a car driving by, I'm really sorry, and I will try to edit out any unpleasant sounds. But I'm just really glad to be able to be filming right now. Yeah. So in this video, I will just be rambling and making sounds randomly, I don't know, with my hands or whatever, and filling you in about what's been going on. Oh gosh, I don't even know where to start. It was the longest week of my life. So I moved in a week and a half ago, and I was just getting settled in and getting to know my roommate and getting used to life in a dorm again, because I was at home for a little while, and also preparing for classes to be in person for the first time since COVID, because as we all know, a year and a half ago when COVID kind of took over the world, everything shut down for a while. So the classes at my university were all online for the past year and a half. So I was a little bit anxious. Definitely nervous to be in person again, I don't know. And all the new social interactions that I hadn't done for so long. I was just anticipating that. And getting settled in and everything, and getting my food, and I even had some homework to do before the semester even started. Just some quick assignments, little quiz things. And so this Monday, I'm filming this on Saturday, but this Monday was my first day of class again. And let me tell you my class and work schedule. My first day of work was also Monday. And for those of you who don't know, I work at Starbucks on my university campus. So my busiest days are Monday and Wednesday. My first class on Monday is at 9:30, and that class is called Modern English Structure, and it's a class that I am taking for my certification to teach English abroad. So obviously it's important for me to be able to know the rules of English. So that's my first class that I have on Monday and Wednesday at 9:30. And then my next class is at 11:40 after that one. And that next class is called Introduction to Teaching English as a Second Language. Introduction to Teaching English as a Second... Oh, that's a mouthful. Introduction to Teaching English as a Second Language. Introduction to Teaching English as a Second Language. Yeah, that's my second class on Monday, Wednesdays, and I have that one on Friday as well. And that is exactly what it sounds like. Introduction to learning how to teach English to the second language learners, or a variety of groups of people, different ages, and in different environments and different settings. And then after that, I have Japanese. I am in... I lost my train of thought. Sorry. Immediately after that, I have my Japanese class, because I'm still studying, trying to improve all the time. So I have my Japanese class after that at 12:50. That's what I was gonna say. Japanese class at 12:50 to 1:40. After that, my Japanese classes every day because it's a 5-credit course. Language courses at my university are pretty intense. They're usually 5 credits and you have the class every day, which is really important to get like constant input and exposure to the language to be able to learn it well. So I think that's pretty great. And then after I finish my Japanese class, I run back to my dorm and I change into my work uniform and I grab whatever food I can, and then I run back where I came from, back to where my job is on campus. And as I'm going to Starbucks, I'm like eating while like speed walking down the road so that I can eat before my shift. And then that starts at 2:30, and I usually work on Mondays and Wednesdays 2:30 to close, which would be like 2:30 to 7. But we are severely understaffed and I didn't get off until like 8:30 Monday, so I was there 2:30 to 8:30. And I was very tired because at that point I'd been going. There's a truck. Sorry about that. So on my first day of classes and work on Monday, I woke up at like 8, and then I was going non-stop until I got back home at 9. Very tired. And then I had to do homework for a few hours. So by the time I got back from work and showered and made dinner and then studied and did my homework, I went to sleep around 1 a.m. and I had to be up at 5:45 the next morning to open at work because on Tuesdays and Thursdays I open. So that was fun. Didn't sleep very much, but that's okay. And then Tuesday, there's a noise. Am I boring you yet? Just talking about my schedule. That's good. Maybe it's making you sleepy. I hope so. Tuesdays. What classes do I have? Okay, the first thing I do on Tuesdays and Thursdays is I go to work and I open. And we open at 7:30, but we have to get there half hour early, so I get there at 7 and prepare. And by the way, I've been enjoying work for the most part. I really like working at Starbucks. It's fun to make the drinks. I like pretend that I'm in a video game. Did you guys ever play like there's like Papa's Pizzeria, Papa's Cupcakeria, Papa's Donuteria, Papa's Cafeteria, like those computer games where you're like running a whatever the food is store, and there's one where you're running like a cafe. So whenever I'm at work like running around making drinks, I pretend I'm playing a video game or something, and it like gets me through the shift. So I have fun with it. Tuesday and Thursday I work from 7 to 10 a.m. Not so long. And then I immediately change my clothes and run to my first class. I don't run, I walk very fast. And I eat like a bagel or something that I packed. And my first class on Tuesday and Thursday, oh gosh, what is it? It's a linguistics class on phonetics and phonology. Phonetics and phonology, phonetics and phonology, which are two different things, by the way. I don't know if I should go into explaining the difference between phonetics and phonology. Phonetics purely focuses on the sounds that are made with the human, like, I don't know what it's called, like with your mouth and with your vocal cords, and starting with your lungs is where it all starts because you need air that goes through and is manipulated by the vocal cords and whatnot in your throat, and then it goes through your mouth and your tongue and your lips, and like the roof of your mouth and your teeth do stuff and manipulates the way the sound is made. So phonetics is like to the very like smallest detail, like the very smallest unit of what spoken language is. So literally like to the smallest unit of sound, and it studies very closely how those sounds are made and like physically what's going on with the body to be able to make certain sounds. That's what phonetics is. And then phonology is like the next level up, I'd say, of how to like break down language to like phonemes, and it's where you actually start assigning like meaning to things, where like for example, a grammatical function of a language could be inflected by certain phonemes, so like certain sounds that are put together. For example, like when we add the letter S, this sound to the end of words in English, that's grammatical inflection that marks plurality. I don't know if I said that correctly. So if there's any linguistics professionals out there, I'm sorry if my explanation was not good. But I hope it was good enough. So anyway, that class is about more so, I don't remember. My professor said I was going to focus on more of one than the other, and I feel so bad that I forgot. I'm pretty sure it's going to focus more on phonology than phonetics. Like, we're going to do a big thing on phonetics in the beginning, and then really just get into phonology, which I'm excited about. The professor is so cool. She, could lecture for literally like 5 hours straight and just not stop talking. Like, she's such a talker, but I love it. She's amazing. It was really cool to listen to her tell us about like her linguistic background. She's a non-native English speaker, but obviously she's fluent now, like at a very academic level, being a professor, because she has to like publish research all the time. And the textbook that we're using for the class, she wrote and published, which I thought was really cool. Anyway, she's a native, she considers herself a native speaker of 2 languages, Thai and then Laotian, the language of Laos, I believe. And then she learned Cambodian, and English, and Japanese, and I'm forgetting one, but she's super cool. I want to be like her. Yeah. So I have that class first after I work on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Sorry guys, a truck just went by. It was kind of loud. So after my first class, Tuesdays and Thursdays I go to Japanese because, like I said, I have it every day. And then after that I am done. No classes or work after that on Tuesdays and Thursdays, which is really good. So this week on Tuesday, what did I do after class? I think I went to the bookstore and checked out. By checked out, I don't mean like checked out like library book checkout. I mean like I looked at the books that were assigned to me that I had to purchase, and I just like took a look at the prices and stuff, and then looked online to see if I could find them for cheaper anywhere else. And I got ready, and I think I went to the gym with my friend, and I cooked and I cleaned. I did a lot of homework. Yeah. So that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and then Friday. There's a scooter. Friday, yesterday. That's right. My roommate told me that she was going to be leaving Friday afternoon and then come back on Saturday, and I was like, I can film. I was so happy. I was like, yes, finally, I found my opportunity to film, because let me tell you, I am too like awkward and shy to tell my roommate that I have a YouTube channel and that I like need to have time to film. I haven't told her. I don't know how to bring it up, so I've just haven't done it. And I've been waiting for her to leave to be able to film. So when she told me that she was gonna leave and go back to her hometown for the weekend, I was like, yes. So I planned to, after classes and then work on Friday, it's pretty much the same as Monday and Wednesday, I just get off work a little bit earlier. I planned to hurry back home and get ready and, present myself and whatever, do my makeup, and get ready to film Friday night. But I got back, and then my friend texted me and said, oh, do you want to go to the gym? And I was like, I could film later. So I was like, yeah, sure. And I went to the gym, and we ended up being there for like 2.5 hours. And by the time I got home and took a shower and ate and talked on the phone with my mom and my boyfriend, it was like 12:30 p.m. and I was so tired because I have not been sleeping much this week. I've been getting like an average of maybe 6 hours, because Tuesday and Thursday I get 4 hours, and then throughout the week I get like 6 hours. So I hadn't been sleeping much this week, and I was like, I can't do it. I'll just film tomorrow because my roommate's still gonna be gone. So I went to sleep. I slept really good last night. It was amazing, by the way. I didn't even need ASMR. I just like laid down and I was out. And so I slept until like 9:30, and I took a really slow, nice morning and made breakfast, and I got ready and talked on the phone with my mom and all that. And then I was getting all set up. Like, I was taking out my microphone because I hid my microphone because I didn't want her to see it and be like, what's that? And then I have to explain that I have an ASMR channel. I don't know why, I can't talk about it to people. I can't. It's still a secret. So I was getting ready. I like had my space out on my desk. I had my microphone out. I had my makeup on. Like, I was ready to go. And then I hear keys jingling outside the door. I'm like, oh God, don't tell me. And I hear the door open, and it's my roommate. I was about to film, and she just walked in. And I was like, no. So I was like fumbling to put away my microphone and act natural. So she came back sooner than I expected, and I didn't get to film anything. And I was so upset. I was so mad at myself for not filming last night when I had the chance to. So I texted my friends. I had a few friends who offered for me to. Very loud footsteps, sorry. I had a few really nice friends who offered for me to film at their apartments. So I reached out to a few of them. And one of them was like, yeah, I can come over and pick you up right now. So I was like, okay. So here I am at my friend's apartment, which is very nice. I really like the color of the walls. I think it's funny, this is almost the same color of the walls back in my room at home. If you guys remember the background, the lighting is a bit different. I've never done natural lighting before. Like, there's a window right over there, and I have my little setup. My friend was super sweet to help me like set up everything and like clear off the desk. So here I am, finally. Like, when was the last time I uploaded? Like a week and a half ago. I'm so sorry, but I'm shocked. I didn't really check my channel much for the past week because I've been so busy, and I was also worried that I would stop growing and kind of and like not get any views or new subscribers. But I checked it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I gained like another 1,000 subscribers somehow when I wasn't even posting anything. So I was shocked and also really grateful that my channel didn't like collapse while I was away. So thank you so much, and if you're new here, welcome. Hi, very happy that you're here with me. And my plan from here on out is to film like once a week or once every 2 weeks on one occasion, and just film like 4 videos at once, and then periodically upload maybe like twice a week. I think is a reasonable number for me to do. So I'm filming a few videos right now. I filmed one before this, and yeah, I'm gonna film one after this. I think I'm gonna do a Japanese related video. The one I filmed before this was a really short role play. It's only like 10 minutes, so sorry, it's a bit shorter than usual. And then I have this ramble, and then I'm gonna do a Japanese lesson related video, because I feel like in the past week, since I've had Japanese class every day and I've been like actively speaking, that my Japanese is like coming back to life. even though my boyfriend is a native speaker, we usually just speak in English unless we need to be like saying secret things that we don't want other people to hear. Then we'll speak in Japanese, like if I don't want my mom to know what I'm talking about. I'll just speak in Japanese. Anyway, so I don't usually practice with him that much, so I hadn't been practicing a lot. But now that I've been in class for the past 5 days, I'm like feeling more confident in my speaking abilities. Because in class, English is not allowed. English is not allowed. We can only speak in Japanese while in class, which I thought was really intimidating, and I even had to sign like a contract type thing that said if we speak English on more than 3 occasions, then our grade will be dropped by a whole letter. Like if I had like an A, and if I speak English more than 3 times that my teacher documents, then my grade would be dropped to a B, which that scared me. I was like, oh god, what am I gonna do? Like, is my Japanese good enough? So it was tough, and it still is tough, but I think it's definitely helping because it like forces everyone to be practicing like as much as possible, which is really cool. Really cool. Yeah. So that's pretty much everything. I could talk more about other stuff, like my roommate. She's very sweet. I don't want to talk too much about her because, like, you know, privacy. But just letting you know, she's very nice. I really like her. But I'm just like too shy to talk to her about my channel. My mom got mad at me. She's like, listen, like that's your room too. You have every right to tell her that you need time to film, and for her to like leave the room for like 30 minutes. I don't know. It's tough. Maybe someday. We'll see. But for now, like I said, I'm really thankful to be here right now. Yeah. And what am I gonna do for the rest of the day? So I'm gonna start editing some videos that I've filmed and prepare them to upload as soon as possible. And then at 6:30 p.m. I have my first in-person D&D session for the last year and a half, because my friends, like I said, we weren't really living on campus since classes were online, and we were all like met at my university previously to play D&D. So we'd been online for the past year and a half because we were all like in our hometowns, but now we're all back on campus again for the first time. We have our first in-person session. Yeah, so looking forward to that. That'll be fun. And I mentioned before, the campaign that we're doing is Rime of the Frost Maiden, Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frost Maiden. And my friend who's running it, the DM, he's getting like really into it this time since it's the first time in person. So he's buying a bunch of like themed snacks to have for us, which is really cute. For anyone who doesn't know, Rime of the Frost Maiden, it takes place in like a really like freezing cold like Arctic environment, and the only food available is like fish. I don't know why, it's like a common theme in the game so far. So my friend bought hot cocoa because it's cold, and ice cream because it's cold, and goldfish because fish, and then like Swedish fish, the candy. So that was so funny. So I'm looking forward to that, playing D&D with my friends in person for the first time, having some yummy snacks. And then after that I will go back home, and I have a date planned with my boyfriend. I've talked about him a little bit, but not a lot. And again, if you're new to my channel, my boyfriend currently lives in Japan. There is a 13-hour time difference. We've been apart on opposite ends of the world for the past year and a half. It's been really difficult. But yeah, when COVID hit, he had to return to his home country because he's not a citizen in the US. So that was really, it's been difficult, but also like you don't realize how much someone means to you and how much you love them and how much you can like work to make something work out until you're like put in that situation. So yeah, I'm really proud of us. Anyway, so we have dates sometimes, like virtually, obviously, like we have like a Zoom call or FaceTime call. And this time he is going to take me somewhere in Japan. He's gonna drive somewhere and then like show me around, and we'll sit down together and eat. And yeah, it's cute, it's fun. Like one time he drove to Tokyo, which is pretty far from where he lives. No, he didn't drive, he took the Shinkansen. Shinkansen is the bullet train. He took the bullet train to Tokyo and stayed there in a hotel. It was, I think, for our 1-year anniversary. He went to Tokyo and stayed in a nice hotel and like showed me around the city and stuff. It was amazing. Yeah, so I'm very grateful for him. Oh, one last life update. Speaking of my boyfriend, who I haven't seen in a year and a half, he is preparing to visit the US. I'm not able to go to Japan. Japan has a lot of restrictions for entering the country. You have to be a citizen or a permanent resident or be on a work visa. They're not giving out any student visas or any like travel visas. So my boyfriend, we worked it out, and I've been planning. He's going to visit here in like the middle of September, which I'm really looking forward to. Yes, so I will see him, like I said, for the first time in a year and a half. Yeah, and maybe I can feature him in a video. I don't know. I haven't really talked to him about it, so maybe you can meet him. That'd be cool. Okay, I think that's enough rambling for now. I really like rambles because I just like put all my thoughts out there, and it helps me remember what did I do this week, what's going on in my life. So thank you for listening. And like I said, sorry for not uploading for a while, but we are figuring it out. Thanks to my great friends who let me use their apartment. Okay, so I'm gonna cut this off here, and I will see you again soon, I promise, okay? I hope you guys are all doing well. I hope the end of the summer is going good for you. If you're going back to school, be safe, enjoy it, make the most of the current situation, and I hope wherever you are in the world is safe. There's a lot going on right now in the world, but anyway, that's for another